Welcome back to a short escapade of Kerbal Space Program 2. KSP 2 was some of the original content on my channel, and KSP 1 actually was some of the very first videos on my channel. Oh, how far we have come. So is KSP 2 still broken? They have added science and re-entry heating at long last. So let's see if we can build a bit of a career here at the Space Center. Let's get started. Welcome Digidees to the somewhat anticipated, that's right, Kerbal Space Program 2 return. This game has had a lot of updates in the past few months ever since the last time we played this. Now you may remember this has been some of the more original and very start of the channel was playing Kerbal Space Program 2 games and other kind of ideas on here with different kind of rocketry, different missile designs. I did one from the air, did one on the ground, I did a whole bunch of like mine systems, and a whole bunch of we had a lot of fun building these things. But you know what, the game was still fresh, the game was still brand new, the game was still very, well, broken, to put it in the very easiest way. But you know, nowadays it has had a lot of updates. They supposedly fixed some of the issues with like some of the wings and the tires falling off, which could be said for which is good to say for the game. Couldn't be said more for maybe like Boeing, but but hey, I want to take a good look at what Kerbal Space Program 2 has to offer here, at least at this point in the stage of its development, because the forced science update has come out. That's right, that means that we can actually go around and get environmental science. We can actually get science points, unlock different parts of our spaceship, get new aviation, different rocketry, kind of build up your entire space program and build yourself around this company trying to actually explore the solar system. And yes, that's right. So to those of you who may not be necessarily fully familiar with Kerbal Space Program 2, it is a space game. You build a rocket, you are in space, you have an entire solar system of which to explore. You are on Kerbin, and then you have like Eve, you have Moho, you have Drez, you have Duna, which is essentially Mars, Jewel, which is basically Jupiter, Elo, which is basically like Saturn or like Pluto or something like that. They're all kind of glowing. You have the sun, and eventually they are going to be adding more like automated ways to set up bases and resources. There are going to be other solar systems, and this game has been beautifully going along on its development. So I want to see exactly what does it have to offer at this point. Is it still very broken? I kind of want to revisit some of the ideas we've done in the past, because I think now that I've played it a little bit, here and there, I have a little bit of understanding of it. I can build a little bit faster, and I kind of want to see what we can do. So as we get science, we can also just build better and better rocketry as we move along. So hey, stick along for the ride, and if you want to see more, feel free, if I could talk properly. I know this is going to probably be a longer episode, trying to get that intro out there, get your interest in, get your hook in, are you guys hooked in yet? You've been watching for almost 1 minute. Are you hooked in for the next 58 minutes that we're gonna be playing this game, whatever it is? I hope that you're interested enough. So hey, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert at this game by any means, not by any means necessary. I am basically just intermediate. I'm kind of good at the game. I've been playing for a long time, but I don't really know. I'm not really good enough to do all the crazy stuff. And I might be asking, what are you doing right now? So this is the start of what you kind of start off with, a little command pod. This is what your Kerbins kind of fly off in, and it has a pretty good heat tolerance, can come into the atmosphere pretty good. But because this is for science, this is the forced science game, we still need to get all this science. So we need to do a little bit of we need to do a crew observation of out here on the landing pad. Let's see your crew observations of this crew space center. There's no place like home. Yep. Okay. Transmit all that science. How much was that? I didn't quite. Oh, that was for science. Yeah, cool. And then now the other thing is, after that is done transmitting in 1 second, beautiful. Now we can also go EVA, hop on out, or we can just do a run a crew observation. Invalid research location. Okay, let's jump off. There we go. Run crew observation. Gonna take 10 seconds. We can also do a surface survey. Oh, we need to wait for the observation to end. Come on. Where are you gonna find out about it? Or are we still just on the pad? Yep, there's no place like home. Experiment for the region already in storage. Okay, that's fine. And then we just need to do a surface survey. It's gonna take 10 seconds. We're gonna take a sample of the landing pad for science. I don't know what you're scooping up in that little vial there, my man, but it ain't sanitary. Samples gathered around the space center. 10 science, 6 science. Beautiful, great. Yeah, now we have it all in our inventory. And can we just plant a flag here? Site name, home. Is it just gonna blow away the next time we have a rocket here? Is this gonna get in the way of our rockets? Can I just plant a flag on my own launch pad? I'm sure that is not gonna be an issue at all. That is amazing. All right, so how do I Just beat aboard. Fantastic. Now how do I just recover this? Recover vessel. Confirm. And I'm going to get all this science. Now that is just kind of like the way you just start out. Let's go back to the space center. Because now that we gathered up a little bit of science, let's go to our R&D center, our research and development. How much science do we have right now? We have 28 science. So you can see there in the very top right, little 28 science, a little number there. So what do we have here? We have starting out rocketry. This is our base format with almost nothing. We have a command pod, a very base engine. We have some like fuel tanks, very small stuff, little parachute. That's all fine and dandy. But for 10 science, we go to the next one. Some light launchers, you know, some little bit more fuel tank, a little bit better, you know, engine, some decouplers so we can actually like attach stuff. And now we have 18 science left, and most of these things cost 10 or 15. So let's see here. What do we want? I kind of want the aerodynamics and stability. I want to build a plane almost immediately. I kind of want to get something that can glide almost immediately. So let's go ahead and research this, and I have an idea of what we want to do. So let's start this place off right. May as well start it off the way that we started off the series before at the beginning of the channel, and that was building dumb little planes. And I already have something immediately in mind. So let's see here. So it is going to be, you know, quote unquote plane. You know, we don't have a whole lot unlocked at the moment. You know, we don't even need that. There's our engines. Oh, do we not have any solid fuel rockets just yet? No, we do not. Okay, so you know what? Let's go up. Let's use a smaller fuel tank. We need to get just a little bit of science of just going up into the atmosphere, and then maybe see if we can go land out in the ocean. I think that'd be pretty nice. And then we want to start unlocking things that'll help us kind of get more science, because you can get like research labs, you can get, you know, different like thermometers and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get some other quick science here and see what we can do to help develop our little research and development crew here. My little tiny, hang on, let me scroll on down. Go down. Why don't you? I'll move you up then. Our tiny little rocket, this little baby thing. I think that's our little research vessel at this point. Let's go ahead and launch this bad boy. Now, where do we need to go for water? Okay, our water source is kind of all around us. We are a little bit surrounded. We actually are very well surrounded, but if I want more water, I'm gonna have to go kind of directly forward and to the left. Okay, I have an idea. Direct full throttle. Let's 3, 2, 1, launch. And then go towards the waterway. I didn't put on a parachute, did I? I just realized I did not put on a parachute. Okay, right. So how are we going to fix this? So let's go ahead and run a crew observation up in the air. Let's transmit this. We need to transmit this in 6 seconds before it hits the ground. Transmit it. Beautiful. Okay, I need an EVA. You need to jump off. And then do you have a parachute yet? Yeah, I don't think you have a parachute yet, do you? Parachute. Parachute. Don't look. It's yeah, okay, that was, you know, at least they go out in fashion, because that was a crater that he just left. That was something else, and I imagine the vessel is not going to be that much different. Now, you might be saying, Digital Dave, couldn't you have just reverted the launch? Now, I got to tell you, where's the fun in that? You know what? We may as well hold true to our mistake. So, back to the assembly building. So we have learned from our mistakes. Yeah, let's go ahead and rebuild that. We got the capsule, and let's go ahead and put a parachute on top right there. And you know what? Yeah, that's all we need. That little tiny parachute, a baby little fuel tank, and a little swivel. Let's see here, a little tiny swivel engine. Beautiful. Now we are fine. That addition of just a parachute there on top is exactly everything that we need to just survive this. So let's go ahead and try this again. Go this direction, maybe point a little bit more. Ooh, I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna go with that. We're going actually a little bit further than I would think. What is our apoapsis? Our apoapsis is going to be, let's say, right around 5,700. Can I do another crew observation? Let's see what can we find up here. Nothing in particular. No, zero science. Nothing really good. I'm not going to jump out. So we want a kind of like surface sample and observation of like the new biome and terrain that we're going to be landing at. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and, you know, let's unpause. Let's go ahead and just activate the parachute. Activate the parachute. Oh God. No, 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 no. It was so close. It was so close. You know, okay. Revert to Vab. Do we have a budget? Do we have a budget? I just remembered. Do we have a budget? How much money do I have? How much money do I have right now? I need to check because I don't know if I'm running out. Do we have money? Because I know back in Kerbal Space Program 1, you know, it had a very large, you had a budget you had to manage, but I'm not seeing money anywhere. So I don't know if that's a thing in this. I guess they just haven't found a way to interrogate or just kind of like find a good price range for what all the parts would be. So I guess I'll take that. I'm not seeing a budget anywhere, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's good to know. So things can get ridiculous and more to focus on like getting science and getting to new locations and unlocking new things. So it's kind of a nice focus. Kind of allows you to be a little bit more free about your design without having to worry about the monetary part of it. Although I suppose you could just always just make that a setting that you just turn off, right? You know, just do something of the sort. So let's go ahead and just do this again, speed up time, and we're gonna go ahead and activate our parachute a little bit more early this time, you know. And hey, I wonder if we land right on the coastline, do you think I can manage to like get both observations? Get like one of like the beach and the water? You know, that might work if I go ahead and kind of like tilt myself a little bit the other direction. No, the other direction. Go towards the beach. The beach. Ah, fine. I'll activate the parachute. I'm trying to get it to tilt the other direction. So it goes more towards the beach side. A little bit too far away now to warrant kind of trying to swim towards it. It looks like it's close until, you know, you get out here and you realize that it's probably like a good like 5-minute like hand over hand swim. I'm not a very good swimmer. I've never been a very good swimmer, and I'm pretty scared of like open water in general. Ooh, that feels like that still kind of sinks down pretty deep. Okay, so now let's go ahead and run a observation of the water. Or science, not bad. Do we need to transmit it, or can we just keep it on board? Completed reports, remove all, transmit all data samples, I suppose. Okay, we may as well just transmit it, I suppose. Not seeing if there's gonna be much of a difference in terms of like transmitting it or just keeping it with us. Nice. Okay, so now is this thing gonna stay upright? If I leave, is it gonna like lose its like orientation capability because I'm not at the controls? Okay, don't tilt over on me. Okay, can I do a... No, I need to let go. I'm not gonna sink, am I? If I let go, I'm not gonna just like immediately sink to the bottom. Okay, no, okay, good. I float. I'm glad that I float. All right, 10 seconds for an observation. It's gonna be like, what? It's wet? What more do you want? Hang on. Oh, it's out of electrical control. Let's see here. No connection, 0. I think I just saw a school of of what? Chitin fish? Why does it seem like it's not gonna give me any science? Do you not get any science for the water? Run surface survey, come on. Give me a surface like example of the water. Yeah, a little bit of a scoop of that in your vial. There you go. Now this one makes more sense than the landing pad. The landing pad, I don't know what they're scooping up at. 6, 18. Ooh, wow. Now that is a lot. Now the question is, do I dare try to go for the swim? How fast can I swim? You know, surprisingly not that bad. Can I use the jetpack? Is the jetpack gonna work? Can I like slowly build up speed over time? Hang on a second. I am. It's actually kind of working. Oh my God. Oh my. Using the jetpack. I'm just kind of floating through the water. Oh my God. This is amazing. And just kind of use this to stay upward. Oh my God. Just kind of float on through the water. Yeah. Use this to stay a little bit more forward. We're going through our fuel a little bit fast. We're just dancing on through. Oh, we're going to get to the beach in no time. Come on. Come on. Get to the beach. You know, I'm starting to realize it's a lot further away than yeah, it's exactly what I was saying before, that it's a lot further away than you might realize. But, you know, I think it'll be fine, right? They can recover me at the beach. I don't have to get back to the vessel, do I? Or do I? If I do, I'm going to be a little bit concerned because I'm going to be running out of fuel, or at least cutting it close. I'm going to be right at about half, I think, when I'm getting there. Maybe a little bit less. And my God, this thing is really just like making me dolphin dive around. So hopefully it doesn't accidentally kill my Kerbal. Dolphin diving at the speed of sound. Oh my God. Good thing you have a space helmet on. Yeah. Yeah. Get some good angles on this. There we go. Oh, we're coming up to the beach. Let's slow down. Slow Slow down, slow down. Don't want to accidentally like stop myself. Oh, oh, calm down. Don't hurt yourself. Calm down. There we go. Yeah, you're touching the bottom a little bit. It's slowing you down. Good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now, can we run a crew observation of this location and get in even more science? Because it didn't really seem to give us anything of the water. It should give us something of like the sand. Yeah, okay, here we go. A little bit splash water, Kerbal Space Kerbal crew observation, splash water. That don't really do anything. Okay, so let's move on over. Let's make sure that we're actually fully out of, get rid of the jetpack. Let's make sure we're fully out of like the water range and make sure we're like on the beach biome. There we go. Yeah. Now let's get a sample, a surface survey sample of this. I always feel like I'm about to mess up saying that, like it's a tongue twister, but I always manage to just barely pull through and getting it out. Do I get another surface sample for this? Of the splash water, landed water, must be returned to KSP. Okay, I mean, I think we're getting science. I think we are. Yeah, okay, we're building up a whole bunch here. 18, 6, 6, 4, 6, 6, 18. Yeah, we're building up a whole bunch. We're getting a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and recover vessel. Recover us both. I hope it's going to get us both. It might, I might just be getting the Kerbal, but we did manage to get recovered. Let's go to the space center and see if we can go ahead and research a whole bunch, because we should have, yeah, we have 68 science right now. Oh my God. Okay, so first of all, environmental science, we get a science junior, which allows us to just get more science. So science allows us to get more science. We need the solid fuel boosters. We need, I don't want probes. I don't want that. I kind of want survivability because they give us a better like parachute. So that's 15. I want 15 in orbital rocketry. Can I afford that? Orbital rocketry is 25. I'm gonna have 18 left over. That's 15. Beautiful. Oh, that's a good combination. Orbital rocketry and better survivability. That's gonna be a good one. So now we can start to get a little bit more into like the idea of like a plane, because I want to make it all the way to the Arctic region. I want to get a plane and get to the Arctic region and land it there and get some science while we're there. So do we need any more, like we need to unlock for, what's the words I'm looking for? Do we need to unlock any more science before we go there though? Like, is there anything else? We got environmental science, right? But is there anything else like thermals or like maybe seismic things that we need to like put on like Kerbal Space Program 1? Like, you know, what are the more science things that they've added yet? Because I don't really know everything that they've added to the game. You know, this is still like very much so a very first look for me as well. Like, I've played it a tiny bit just to make sure that everything is like working properly as usual. Just want to make sure all the settings are good, the audios are good, which, you know, I chose to turn down the music to 0%, and I'm just going to replace it all with just, you know, stock Kerbal music the entire time and just put it on repeat. You know, I'm just going to put it on repeat. I'm going to choose like 5 or 6 songs, put them up in a random order, and then I'm just going to put them on repeat for the next like hour that we're recording. You know, that's basically how it's going to go. Ooh. So yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else for unlocking more for like more science at the moment. I could just be completely missing it. So, you know, let's go ahead and get back to the VAB, the vehicle assembly building, and start taking a look at building something a little bit more robust. Oh God, hello. It just turns you around. So we got a nice little fuel tank there. And you know what? Where is engines? Yeah, here we go. So a nice solid fuel rocket motor. Now, does the solid fuel also draw from the fuel tank? That is what I do not know. You know what? I don't even want the fuel. I don't want the fuel at all. And you know what? Technically speaking, I don't really even need the nose cone, because if I'm going to be landing, or I don't need a front parachute, but I would like a couple of drogue chutes, right? Drogue chutes would be nice. So where are we? Where is the front of the cockpit? There is the front of the cockpit in a sense. So that's going to be the top side. That's going to be the top side. So I want one drogue chute kind of at the top in line with this door. Like, yeah, let's say like right there. That's pretty good. It's going to be on a separate kind of grouping away from the thruster, because of course we don't want that. We want the parachute to be very last. We want this thruster to be happening before the parachute, if anything. Now we go ahead and take a look at the wings. Light stabilizer and adjustable fin. Ooh. So it might be smallest part of the LS, a very adjustable aerodynamic fin, whatever your design, small, large. Okay, but this one, everything you are flying, works a little stabilizer as well. It has also stabilizer. It's a control surface. So a control surface can allow me to kind of move up and down more. What do I need? Do I need stabilizers or do I need a control surface if I want to kind of like go up and down? I mean, this seems way too big. So I probably just more or less want stabilizers. Just kind of just put double up on this. That's going to be the top. Then I need to define what is the edge kind of with these wings by doing something like that. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So now I need to put, do I have wheels yet? Do I have wheels yet? I might need to, you know, I might still need to, yeah, I might still need a parachute. I might still need a parachute, you know, because I don't think I have any wheels yet. So we need a little bit of science more still to unlock wheels. I know that we're not going to have enough to do it either. So I need to make sure that this goes directly on the bottom in the center between both these wings. Trust me, you're going to see what I'm going for. You're going to see what I'm going for. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. This is kind of what I'm going for. I want this thing to be like launched up into the stratosphere and then detach and then come on down. Then it has one rocketry kind of system on itself to just kind of like boost itself all the way to the end. So now that I realize that I don't have any wheels, I will put a parachute here on the front and try to slow this thing down if I need it. One in the back to kind of, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll land on its belly a little bit. It'll end engine nozzle first a little bit. It'll probably like end right on this little curve on the edge. It'll probably be a little bit tilted. So hey, let's go ahead and do this. And this should be good. Should be good. And I think the wings on this is going to give us enough stabilization while this thing is going up that I don't necessarily need wings on the rocket itself. But you know what? I may as well put a couple of small baby you know, let's give them some good stabilizers. No, let's give them baby stabilizers. 2 baby stabilizers at the front of this little rocket, just so that way maybe helps keep it a little bit more straight. We'll see. You know, it's okay if you're not straight. I mean, but like, I just don't want a wobbly rocket. Oh god, it's a wobbly rocket. Launch. Launch. No. You alive in there, Valentine? Oh god, oh god, oh god, no. Valentine, no. Dunk. Oh my god. Turn off the RCS. My god. That was okay. I'm gonna revert that one because I did not anticipate that. You know, that's revert to launch. I just need her launch immediately. Okay, I was busy talking and you know, whatever. I'm just gonna launch immediately. We should be at 100%. Go. Ah, no. Okay. Well, right. So let's go ahead and revert to the VAB. It turns out that it's still too much weight on one side to warrant this. I guess I just need a smaller fuel tank, I suppose. I guess it's okay. Let's just go ahead and just get rid of the entire thing. The entire thing is bad, you know, just get rid of it. The entire engines, I'll give it a smaller little engine, right? And I'll give it smaller little wings, just little baby wings that can just kind of help it, you know, stabilize and float its way through the atmosphere, you know, just for that. Keep its mass much lower, right? So then while we put the decoupler on, where is the decouplers? Here it is, on the coupling. Just a little bit right here in the very center of the bottom side of its little belly. Right there. Now we probably want to put this thing then all the way near the bottom, right? So how do we slide this thing up? I think we need to do the rotate and translate. Align, assembly, and then I need to take this. No, not that. No, that's the selection tool. Put that back. We need to rotate and translate. How do we do this? Not you. Line to hold, line to assembly, no. Launch assembly, launch to anchor. Which one is it that allows me to drag you up and down? Wait, is that okay? There's the up arrow. Yeah, okay. So I need to put you like near the bottom, I think, because that'll help bring the mass lower to where the center of mass is for this rocket to begin with, because it's always gonna be kind of down here. I mean, you would think it'd be in the center, but you know, you got the engine nozzle down here, and this is, you just don't want that mass too high because it's gonna tip over. So if I take it down low, it might help out a little bit. We'll see what happens. So we still got this one little nozzle here in the front. Oh, but you know what? I forgot about it. I don't have where's science? Thermal science. I don't have the environmental study thingy out of here. Hang on a second. I need to detach this. Just detach the entire unit. Put this underneath. There we go. Now we're talking. I need that for more science. That's kind of like half the reason why I'm even doing this. There we go. Okay, so I might just have to launch immediately again because it might. Oh, it's holding a little bit better, but it's not doing it. It's not doing it. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll do it the normal way. I get it. Okay. You know, because like I wanted it to be more like a kind of like a plane being launched out from like the underbelly of it, you know, kind of system. But what we can really do is we just take this entire thing. Hang on, we just take this, get rid of this decoupler, get rid of that, get rid of this nose cone. All you would have to do is just put a different decoupler right here on this top side. Put this up here. Boom. Well, hang on. Why did that not? Why did that not? Where's the decoupler? There it is. So put a stage in there. Put the decoupler into that stage in between. There we go. And I don't know why that is not shrouded. Or is it probably because they wanted to do it like this? Is that working? Hang on. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this. Let's go ahead and put a decoupler right there. Oh, surprising it's not doing a shroud. Is that supposed to be a setting, or is that just like something I haven't unlocked yet? It might just be I haven't unlocked, you know, like what do you call it? I haven't unlocked fairings. Maybe I have to unlock fairings to do a shroud. I mean, that would kind of make sense in a way. I mean, in a way, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, so at this point, I'm just gonna have to do this, but it just seems more lame, you know? It's not as cool. It doesn't have as much pizzazz to it, you know? It's okay, I guess. You know, now it's just a normal rocket. You know, I wanted like an underbelly launch rocket, you know? Something that'd be kind of cool. Like you launch it, and then you pull out horizontally, and then, you know, you kind of like let it go, and then like you detach, let it float for a second and separate, and then you launch the main rocket and kind of, you know, go boom towards the Arctic. Be really fun and awesome. And great for the whole family and kids to enjoy this summer festival coming to a theater near you. You know, but no, we gotta do things the normal way. Okay, I'm just gonna keep pushing. I guess I'm trying to push forward, but we seem to be going kind of south. I think that kind of works. Science reward available. Return to mission control to submit mission brief. Oh, is it because we're gonna actually be going up into space? Detach that. Yep, just go ahead and just do that. Where is our destination going to be? Nowhere near. Oh god, I'm inside the Earth. It is nowhere near where I want it to be. So I need to get up to like my apoapsis pretty much. I want to point towards, you know, I may as well just activate it now. I just want to point towards the Arctic and get as far as we possibly can. And then see if I can actually manage to like float this thing down with these little tiny wings. It's not going to do much for us, but it'll be something. Now we are officially in space over 70,000 meters. Okay, so here's all of our numbers. Down here in the very bottom left, let me explain all these numbers while we have a moment to float up here. Here in the very bottom left, and all these lists, nav ball, these numbers, and all this stuff. On the main central nav ball is kind of our orientation to where we are in like relation to the planet. It kind of takes a little bit of like mind fuckery to more or less kind of understand exactly how that all plays out. This nav ball, like, you know, the blue side is gonna be pointing up, the red/orange side is gonna be pointing down. The circle is gonna be towards your trajectory, what direction you are heading towards. That is gonna be your prograde. And then you have the one with little cross symbols and stuff like that. This is your retrograde. This is the opposite direction of your retrograde. Then you have radial in, which I believe is just kind of pointing down towards the inside of your radial, like, you know, inside. And then radial out is just like the outside of, like, you know, your curve, you know. So like radial out is going to be pointing out towards the right side of this curve, or radial in will be pointing towards the inside, towards the left. Now they have the same thing with normal and anti-normal are going to be pointing towards left and right of this line to change kind of your inclination and direction of where this line goes, left and right in relation, right? So this left and right is going to be this normal and anti-normal. Now, normal, I believe, is pointing, okay, so that's pointing to the left. So normal is going to be left and anti-normal is going to be to the right. So yeah, that kind of works. So I mean, so radial in and radial out is kind of self-explanatory, right? Radial in is the inside of your circle. Radial is the inside of your radius. Radial out is kind of self-explanatory, the outside of your radius. You know, prograde is, you know, I don't know, forward. Retro is backward. Retro, think old, you know, old backwards. That's going to be retro. And then if you know that was backwards, then you know that prograde is going to be forwards. And then normal, I don't know why normal is left and anti-normal is right. I couldn't not tell you, but we are at our apoapsis right now. We need to run the environmental survey real quick. We need to get our science, transmit all that. We also need to run the crew observation. I don't think I'm going to have enough electrical charge to do any of this, honestly. So I don't know how this is going to work, because I guess they're just going to have to come back down, right? I'm just going to have to carry it down like with me. I don't have to transmit it, right? Can you just carry it with it physically? I hope so. I hope you can, because otherwise we're going to be a little screwed here. We are at 80,000 meters right now. So all these numbers on the left-hand side, that big pink number, that one that's kind of changing fast, that is our current altitude. We're at 77,000 meters, and 70,000 meters is space right now, at least in this game. So I need to run a crew. Okay, I need to hurry up. I need to let go. Run crew observation. It's gonna take 10 seconds. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. This is not good. This is not good, because as soon as we hit 70,000, I might start floating away from it. That's when we start hitting the parts of the atmosphere. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, now beat aboard. Okay, thank God. Because now we're in the atmosphere. It doesn't take long before you start hitting parts of it. At like 60,000, you start hitting like more parts of the atmosphere. It's going to start dragging me away from the ship at that point. So with that being said, I want to point retrograde, because we don't really have, we want to point to, we want to put our engine nozzle towards the direction. But no. Actually, now that I think about it, we want to point prograde, because wait, we don't have any electrical charge. No. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anything that I say, DGDs, because we're out of electrical charge. We can't even use the we can't use the RCS system or whatever that well right now. It is kind of working, but we can't use it that well to like kind of guide us. So I'm going to try to point towards prograde, but it's not going to work. So we can't really float this thing down like a plane. But we still can get more science. As we kind of come out here, we can still get more science as we kind of lay down in the mountains, and I'll come outside and do an environmental survey. Kind of zooming on down like a missile, my God. Coming down through the atmosphere. Jesus, like just, oh, cruising. Oh my God. I should be fine. I should be fine. Should. Hello? Oh God. Activate parachute. Oh, we will not be fine. We should be fine. No. We were not fine. Well, lesson learned, I suppose. My God. Note to self, we need batteries. Do we not have batteries yet? Thermal, electrical, coupling, engines. Okay, we don't have batteries yet. That's fine. You know what? Let's go simpler. You know what? Let's go simpler with our approach here. Let's go up. Hear me out. And then we'll go down. We're gonna go up. Yeah. And then when we come down, we're gonna activate the engine and try to stop us from going down and try to go up a little bit. But the ultimate goal is to go up, and then we're gonna come back down. So I wonder if it's gonna stay stable if I just like zoom through time warp. If I can I do this entire thing at like ×3 speed? Do all this. Decouple. Oh, you can't decouple while you're at time warp. Decouple. Go on up through into space. Our apoapsis at the very bottom left there is going to be 72,000 meters at that AP mark. 72,000 meters. That's our apoapsis is going to be our highest point. So that'll be just barely into the range of space. That's when we're going to want to do all of our science, basically. But we'll have a little bit more time, because as you get up there is when you're slowing down. So you do kind of have a little bit more time as you slow down here. I'm going to run the environmental survey. Okay, we have it now. We don't need to transmit it. We can run a crew observation. Cool. Which means that now I can do an EVA and then let go, run a crew observation. We are starting to come back down, but very, very slowly. Look at that number and how slowly it is going down right now. It is like, it's barely inching its way down. Like it is, you can barely, we should be fine. We got the crew observation. Beautiful. Go ahead and reboard back up now that we're at 69,000 meters. Nice. Really. How does he do that thing with his mouth? Like that. Nice. I can't even do it. I can't even smack my lips that to make it audible enough for the microphone. Like I don't know how he smacks it that loudly. That had an echo to it too, like reverberation, you know? It's something else. So I want to point retrograde. Let's go ahead and do a time warp, speed up time. We have fuel left over. It looks like we're actually going to be landing like almost directly back on top of our base. And, you know, with our rocketry, I wonder if we can, let's see if we can go ahead and land right here in our base. It looks like we're going to be landing right on top of it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can use my rocket to like land a little bit more into base, you know? We're doing fine. We're kind of burning up fast. I'm going to go ahead and activate it, because we are kind of accelerating fast. No, oh god, oh god, oh god, I can't turn it off. You 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 know, this is what I get for trying to turn while, you know, coming in through the atmosphere and like, you know, man, like Mach 10. You know, this has proven to be a lot more difficult than, you know, it's, to be fair, it's not that it's difficult. I'm just being dumb. I'm just being dumb with my playthrough, you know? This is just how it goes. But this is kind of the whole point. Like, this is kind of like the whole point of KSP, is that you have fun with this crap, you know? Like, you know, it's that you have fun building rockets. You have fun exploring. You have fun kind of learning what space and science and everything has to offer to you, you know? Kind of just like, and just enjoy the environment that it is. And detach. And, you know, I'm going to have to activate this probably a little bit earlier. We need to do this again. Get up into space, get all our science. We're going to have a little bit less time this time, because it looks like our apoapsis is only going to be 71,000 meters. But hopefully we can get this done and over with. Research location, research opportunity, perform experience here to earn new research reports. Why? Because it is high atmosphere or whatever. I guess that kind of works. Run crew observation. Okay, cool. I don't know if all those have already been collected. I think they have. Let's get up to 71,000 meters. Wait for it. Wait for it. We need to be very quick about this. We need to use every meter that we can. Oh, what? We didn't even get up to 71,000. You said our apoapsis is going to be 71,000. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Rocket. 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 I know we can do it. Get our apoapsis up to 70,000. Come on. Give me those extra meters. Okay, and do it. Did we do it? Yeah, we get up to 70,000. Run environmental survey. Beautiful. Run crew observation. Okay. That worked. I can't believe that worked. I said we were going to get up to 71,000. Instead, we got up to 69,000. But you know what? That is, and you know, I have heard that being an issue with the game before. You know, that the fact that, like maybe the orbit line and like the numbers that they tell you aren't always true, and the game can kind of lag a little bit in between, like when it gets to the exact numbers, like the amounts that it wants to give you. So, you know, the fact that that was like by 2,000 meters, so that seems kind of, you know, a little bit much for that. But we should be going back down. We are fine now. I don't know if we're gonna be able to survive this. No, we slow down. I don't know if we're gonna be able to survive this, since we seem to be dying every other time, you know. But if we just completely hold retrograde, we should be fine. And honestly, as I clear my throat, honestly, let's not even hold retrograde. I don't think we're coming in fast enough to actually burn up and like, you know, and, you know, blow up. So I'm going to say try to hold like, you know, oh God, why is this up and down south? What do you, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Why, how did you get in this mode? How did you get in this mode? Stop it. I don't know what mode that is, but I'm just going to say, let's try to, no, you know, that's not good. Let's go retro, go retro. I was going to try to hold radial in so I go flat side. But it's the reaction wheels are not tough enough to, you know, they're not tough enough to keep this thing on its flat side. No. It's just gonna be a crash again. It's gonna crash again. God damn it. Okay, one last time. I have got this. No funny business. We have this, and I think that we might be losing. I have a funny feeling that we're losing some distance off of the fact of yeah, how do we get in this mode? Why are we like south and north and like, what is this? I may have gone to like aviation mode or whatever instead of like space mode. How did I do that? I don't need object cycling. I'm not entirely certain. I hit one of these buttons on the left hand side of my keyboard, so it's around there somewhere. If I get rid of flight mode, nope, that's not it. Well, either way, we're doing fine. We just need to be a little bit more careful about it. I need to stop messing around. I think we are losing some distance through like the time warp as well, because sometimes they don't calculate it all that, you know, correctly. We do have an opportunity for high kind of like altitude science again. So we're going to run the environmental survey. Beautiful. Get that. And then now should we detach? Let's go ahead and detach. Yeah, now our Apoapsis is up to 78,000. But just since we sat there and held Apoapsis, you know, or rather we held prograde while we were going up. We made sure to maximize all of our velocity directly into the direction that we're supposed to be going forward with. So it kind of really pushed our Apoapsis way out further than normal. You know, hey, I know a little bit of what I'm talking about, eh? You know, I may not be no Scott Manley. I may not be, you know, no Tim Dodd, the everyday astronaut. I may not be, you know, Marcus House, but you know, I do what I can. I feel like I have at least an educated opinion about most things in terms of space, or not an opinion, like an educated like understanding. But I could not tell you, like, you know, the difference between anything, like, you know, between like a difference between like a Russian RLX, you know, like engine and like and you know exactly what a fuel flows, you know, stage combustion engine and differences compared to like, you know, a fuel injected type of engine, you know, in terms of like space engines and like the way that they, you know, introduce like all those fuel systems and whatnot. Like, I could not tell you. I just know that they exist. I know that there are a whole bunch of different variants and different things that you can, you know, learn and do, but I could not tell you, you know. So that's kind of the premise what I'm going for. But, you know, at least I think that's more than enough. You know, I don't necessarily need to know all these things. Of course, I would like, and of course, I feel like everybody has a little bit as a part of them. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just activate this now. I want to just like preemptively slow down my velocity, just to kind of get this out of the way. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll be fine. But I feel like everybody kind of always has a little bit of sense of like, oh, I wish I was really super good about like one or like whatever or a couple topics where like nobody could be like actually, I know this exact thing all about space and you'll be amazed by my knowledge. But you know what? That's just not how life works. You got to put in a lot of hard work and a lot of time and a lot of reading and a lot of understanding to know how any of this stuff starts to work, or rather not even necessarily understand it, but to have the capability to talk about it fluently and also have the capability to educate others about it. Oh crap. I think that just broke the parachute. The parachutes have limits. The parachutes have limits. The parachutes can break. The parachutes can break. God damn it. And yet somehow I can't figure out how to make a goddamn rocket land on the You know what would you know, I don't know, why am I being so stubborn? Why am I being stubborn? Revert to Vab. I know exactly how to fix this. All I need is a drogue chute. I need a couple of drogue chutes, and that would probably fix this entire issue. Yet here I am, because drogue chutes are better for like these high velocity, like high orbit, like, you know, drag situations. And here I am just being a silly goofy goober. A goofy goober, yeah, I tell you what. And I'm just, I just need to go ahead and just do this the correct way. Give them their own little kind of situation there. Give them their own little grouping. And also the engine needs its own grouping. I don't know why it wasn't on its own grouping before. Bring that down. And honestly, what might even be better than that? Why am I even bothering with that? Let's go ahead and just get rid of that. Where are my couplers? Where are my decouplers? There you are. Boom. Boom. Why do I even need any of that when I can just go ahead and decouple that engine as well? That's probably gonna be better for me. Go ahead and move this engine or this grouping up here. So we have this rocket goes off, this decouples, we have this rocket that can go off, then that decouples, and then we have the parachutes that can go ahead and save this unit as we go ahead and descend down. Okay, now we have everything that we need. We're gonna have enough stuff to get enough science and be able to like get a whole bunch of stuff, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna be a hero, and everyone's gonna clap and say like we were super funny and everyone loves us, and they're all gonna give us big hugs and smooches, and we're gonna be heroes on TV, and the president's gonna give us a handshake and give us a medal, and he's gonna say, "I'm proud of you, Kerbal Space Program. I'm proud of you, company. Thank you for bringing the development of all that is scienceologies into today's environmental." I don't know. I'm running out of big words to say. Thing is, everyone's gonna love me. So hey, if you guys are loving this episode, feel free to like the video and comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Why don't you? Honestly, if you were getting to the point where you have been watching for, I mean, like 40 minutes now. Like, honestly, if you have been watching for like 40 minutes now, you may as well subscribe, because you'll probably like the content enough, or you've been listening to it long enough. Hey, if you're just listening to this in the background, like an audio listener, like almost like a podcast, which some people like to do with this long form stuff, you know, because I don't know, maybe I just talk a lot, because, well, I do talk a lot, so, you know, that's the thing. But where's it going with this again? Point is, we need to do science real quick before we get out of the atmosphere. Run environmental survey. I think I'm getting this because it says samples. I don't need to transmit it. I don't need to remove all completed stuff. I think that's keeping it with me, is what it's doing. Because I'm just going to go ahead and just close these off, and I'm assuming that I still have them with me. And now I can run the survey stuff again, because it looks like I have even more with me again. I'm not entirely certain on that aspect, but I believe so. Run crew observations. Now I need to go ahead and EVA. This is all going to be for the last time. I swear. I'm sorry, DigiDs. We have got this. Run a crew observation. We've got, it has been, for some reason, a thing that it has taken much longer than it needs to be, but I'm glad we're having fun. You know, I'm having fun playing this game. If you guys, you know, again, if you guys do actually want to see more Kerbal Space Program 2 content, like we used to do, and it was just kind of a little bit more of a series, a little bit doing more of the science, exploring the system, doing a little bit more of a real reaction, you know, like to what the content has to offer here now. You know, that I'm not a, you know, professional and be like, oh yeah, now there's new content, you can do all these amazing super duper things. But it's like, okay, well, what about the average viewer? What about the average player? Also, I don't know if I should have detached that, because it's going to be kind of just floating around near me. We are, oh, okay, no, there it goes. We're coming back down. We're coming back down. But like, what about the average, you know, viewer that plays this game, that doesn't do all of that, obviously, you know, that just wants to play the game casually, that, you know, doesn't, you know, oh, well, now that is very pretty. That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. That's amazing. So when do these things activate, by the way? Deploy settings, you deploy at around 2,500 meters. Is the Science Junior gonna be able to withstand that heat? I really hope it's gonna be able to withstand that heat. Please withstand that heat. Please withstand the heat. We're not coming in necessarily that fast, but it's fast enough. The Science Junior is not necessarily built for, you know, heat tolerance like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for it. We're doing much better now because we're coming down as just a capsule. So we're coming in much slower, much more delicate, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and activate the parachutes, activate all the parachutes, actually. Hello? Hello? Parachutes? Parachutes? Where are my parachutes? Why are, hello? Where did, I was activating the parachutes. Why did the parachutes not activate? Did they, it's just, you know, I was really hopeful that, that was going to be the last time I was going to have to do that mission, because, you know, I had everything set. We were coming down just fine through the atmosphere. I just had to activate the parachutes, and I activated the parachutes, but they didn't deploy. They didn't deploy for some reason. I was spamming the space bar. They turned blue. They turned blue off to the right-hand side. Not really sure what that was all about. But they did not deploy. So, I can't believe it has taken basically the entire hour to do this. Why did you not deploy? Why? I'm trying to make content. I am the content, but I'm trying to make better content than what just I have to put out there. We can't just keep doing the same damn thing over and over again and expect everybody to be completely entertained by the same mission. I'm trying to accomplish something here. I want to build a plane and go to the Arctic, and God, we are going to the Arctic. I tell you what, that is the last thing that we're gonna be doing here today, that we will be going and landing at least the North or South Pole, one of the poles, and we will be shaking either the penguins or Santa's ass. Okay, we're going there, we're finding it, we're doing something. You know, and that is my promise to you. We are going to one of the poles. Do our observations. Cool, great, awesome, got our things. Okay, speed time, get up to 70,000. Oh, we are actually, let's go ahead and actually detach, decouple. Beautiful, go prograde, activate our thruster because we're a little bit low on the 70,000. Cool, great. And then let's actually go ahead and spin around if we can at the last moment to turn it down. Cool, great. Detach this. Great, awesome. And then now go ahead and do an experiment here at the high altitude. May as well go ahead and do a crew observation here at the high altitude. Great, awesome. Speed up time. And now we are in space. Okay, environmental. Cool, great. Do our ground observation. Cool, great. EVA, let go. I'm a pro at this now. Run crew observation. How's your guys' day going? Yeah? Comment down below how your day's going. Just type good. Great. They're great. I haven't had Frosted Flakes in a long time. What's the last time I had Oh, I want Frosted Flakes now. Oh, I want Frosted Flakes so bad. Man, I'm gonna go to the store first thing in the morning. I'm gonna go get Frosted Flakes. I want to get Frosted Flakes. I don't know about you guys, but first thing in the morning, Frosted Flakes. That's priority number uno right there. Frosted Flake time. I tell you what. You know what? If anything I've learned about Kerbal Space Program, is that Frosted Flakes. That's what I want here tonight. Damn. Oh man, I could really. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, we're coming in. We're coming a little bit. We're coming in sideways. That is gonna slow us down more. So that's kind of good. Okay, activate the parachutes. Activate the parachutes. Activate. Deploy. 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 Why? Armed. Armed. Deploy. Deploy. They I am defeated. I'm gonna let you know. I'm feeling defeated. I'm feeling very defeated. Why are the parachutes not? Is that a bug? Is that something? Am I doing something wrong here? We don't deploy mode. Like I'm not. I was activating them. They're drogue shoes. They're good shoes. Radio mount. Yeah, I should be. Why? I need science. I need science, and I just need my parachutes to work. Why do my parachutes not work? Why are you being difficult with me? I'm gonna go ahead and restart the game, and I swear to God, if it works now, I'm gonna be very upset. Oh, so now they work. Okay, so you restart the game a little bit, and suddenly all of your parachutes open up amazingly at 3,200 meters above the ground, which is fantastic. I was messing around with the settings a little bit too. I was taking a look at them. I don't know. I was taking a look at them. I don't think we messed anything up. I turned up the deploy altitude, and that's really about it. I didn't mess with the minimum pressure, nothing at all. But suddenly now the parachutes work fantastically. All right, so great. Now we have a little bit of science here. Can I run another environmental survey while we're out here in the atmosphere? Can I just go ahead and just run another observation of the area too? Cool, great. All right, let's get down to the ground and get our science back. So that way we can research a little bit of some landing gear and get ourselves to the Arctic Pole with some proper wings and some landing gear and get ourselves some proper, some penguin. I want to ride a penguin. I mean, I know that Kerbal probably doesn't have penguins in the game, but I can use my imagination. You guys can use your imagination too, right? I mean, yeah. I like penguins. Do you guys like penguins? I like penguins. I mean, penguins are pretty cool. Think of that. There's just a creature out there that was just yeah, this entirely super cold area, it sounds like a good idea to develop my entire species. Well, how are you gonna stay warm? I'm just gonna become really fat and slow. Okay, how are you gonna escape from predators? Well, if I'm near a hill, I can just slide on my belly. Okay. Honestly, they're so cute though. How can you go wrong with penguins? Polar bears are pretty cool. They're big and grizzly, but a bear's a bear. You got brown bear, you got black bear, you got polar bear, you got mountain bear, you got bear this, bear that, you got the bear sports team. But the penguin, there is no other animal that's like the penguin, right? Nothing else is also like the penguin. What do you got the closest? The closest thing that might be kind of strange in its category is gonna be the kangaroo. Did you just destroy my science, Junior? God damn, what do you mean? That's half my science. You got rid of my science, Junior. That's half my science. What do you mean? God, why? I get all the way down to the end at 8 meters per second. 8 meters per second is fast enough to destroy an entire rocket grade science lab. Are you okay. How do you, the anger, it fills me. How do I recover this? Okay, mission research and development, Kerbal Space, no reverts, not reverts. How do I recover you? Just let me recover you. Please, let me recover you. How do I get rid of you? I need to recover you, please. Oh my god. All right, let's take a look at research and development here. All right, so what are we working with here? Ooh, 107 science. Okay, so now we're really talking. Now we're starting to get somewhere. So we need something like power management. So we need probes. Okay, so we need probes, lights and utilities, power management to get solar panels and rechargeable batteries. Now we're up to 47 science left. Industrial construction, specialized decoupling. Don't really need all that. Light aviation though. Light aviation does give us landing gear, which is exactly what we need. And we need 3 more science. I'm 3 science short of getting landing gear. Oh, that's simple. I'll just go get that real quick. Be right back. I'll just go get that in a slickety split. And there we go. Now we have 85 science, which is beautiful. Now we can get light aviation for 50 science points, which is exactly what we're looking for. So now we have some nice cockpits. We have some wings. We have some landing pads. We have 35 science left over. We can get struts. We may as well get struts for some extra stability. I mean, may as well help keep the, the ship together a little bit better, a little bit more stability in general. So let's go back to the vehicle assembly lab. Now, do we have the capability to get all the way to the solar pit, or not to the solar, can we get to the solar pole? No, quite the opposite. Can we get to the North Pole? I mean, I still really like the idea of that dual rocket system. So I have an idea. Why don't we go ahead, take a look at this cockpit. We're going to form this one first. No, this one is going to go up, face upward, right? Just like that. Even better. We're going to do this kind of cockpit, face it upward, right? Now, where is our aerodynamics? Our aerodynamics are here. We don't really have that good of a nose cone, but we do have, a nose cone, I suppose. We got this one that can go right here on the front. If you don't mind, please. Why will you not? Do you not like to attach because it's not like a rocket nose cone? Look, man, a nose cone is a nose cone. You're going to take it whether you like it or not. I can tell it's a little bit off center. Gotta just barely line that thing up, like almost directly on center. I can still tell it's a little bit off center. I don't like how it's just a tiny bit. It's just a tiny bit bigger than it, which is honestly, in a way, maybe a little bit better. That is just a tiny bit bigger because it makes a little bit of an airfoil. So that's going to be good there. Now we need, what do we need for engines? So we do have jet engines. Does that mean that we have air intakes now? Where is our, we need fuselage, right? Fuel tanks. We have fuel tanks. We have methane, which is going to be just a methane fuel tank. Is a methane fuel that's aerospace violently denies originally designed with methane fuel tank devour for a Jev's junkyard. Now, isn't that basically just for the jet engine? Doesn't that take just methane? It's just what does the jet engine take? Technology and used in widely similar commercial aircraft and performed. How do I get information on it? Shift for more. It takes electrical charge. Okay, that's fine. And methane. Okay, methane and intake air. So that is our basically solid fuel that we're going to be using for the plane. So I think we only need a tiny bit. We don't need a lot. I only want a little bit. Do we have enough for a nose cone? Not really seeing enough. I mean, or not a nose cone. Do we have enough for like anything in the back? Oh, we can just put this in the front. Hang on a second. We can put that in the front because that's air intake. Ooh, yeah, that can be really good air intake right there for the front. And then I may as well put one in the back, even though it's not going to help us at all. We don't really have like that's the word I was looking for. A tail fin, not nose cone, a tail fin. That's the word I was looking for right there. So we got that. Control surfaces. You know what? We may as well. We also got big stabilizers. I mean, honestly though, these big stabilizers are looking kind of sexy. Not gonna lie. Oh my God. Hello. Okay. So I'm gonna need a. Let's put a stabilizer here at the front, and then let's go ahead and where is our electrical charge? We need electrical charge as well because there is. We need battery power for that in general. We may as well just put 2. No, wait, so we don't need these circular ones. Just realized we can do these little battery packs here on the side. Yeah, there we go. We'll put it right there. Kind of put them in line with one another, so that way they don't, kind of interrupt any airflow. Just put them in the way right there. Beautiful. Yeah, now we got some great stuff, and they're very tiny too. Like, we may as well just put a whole bunch right there. We need to put a couple of solar panels. We don't even need that many. Let's just go ahead and say double up on these. Let's do a symmetry on both sides. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, now that's, yeah, see, that's some great solar power right there. That'll keep it going for a long time. Now, the reason I wanted to do this begin with, because I think that, yep, that's right. You can put 2 couplings on both sides, which means that if we go ahead and take a look at our engines, you know, our issue before is that it was unbalanced. Well, why don't we just make it balanced then? I mean, look at this. This is about as balanced as you're gonna get. I mean, right? I mean, am I wrong? Hello? You know, this kind of works. That's not quite working. I need symmetry, I guess, on this thing again. I don't know why they're not like snapping to it like they normally should. I mean, that should be working fine. I can tell that, yeah, they're definitely off-centered. Don't know why they're not snapping to it like normal. Yeah, they're a little bit off. I guess they'll just have to survive a little bit being off. That's fine. It's the best I'm gonna be able to get it right there. I kind of want a couple of stabilizers on the side as well for these to keep them a little bit more straight, and then a couple of small ones here at the top, keep them kind of orientated. So this is going to be the thing that gets me all the way to the Arctic. But you know, I need a actual jet engine on this, so I don't need that in the back. I need this one in the back. Beautiful. It may not be that fancy, as I kind of smack my microphone and make everything kind of blump around. It may not be that fancy, but it is something. It will get us somewhere. I think it might serve us just well enough. Now, what about tires? Ground, right. We have landing gear. We do have these. I'm gonna want probably 1 in the nose, and then I'm gonna want just 2 in the back. I think I'm just gonna do a classic move. I just kind of just, you know, just a little bit more stable situation. But you know what? Hang on a second. No, even better. Let's put them on the wings. Will the wings work, I suppose? You know, if we can just go ahead and kind of flip these around, put them right there on probably the front of the wing. And we can kind of get it right there. A little bit, they kind of have a nice little, you know, fuel tank, like fuselage, like feeling to the edge of the wing by putting that there, which is nice. So I think that's pretty good. They are actually opposite right now. I need them to turn around. Hang on a second. Yeah, I need them to turn around like that. Please and thank you. Why don't you? That should be good. It'll keep our nose up a little bit as well. So I want them to start out though. I want them to auto friction control. I heard that auto friction control is not good. I want to turn off the steering on the side landing gear, but not the front landing gear, because I just don't want the side landing gear to be, well, you know, being able to steer it. I should only be on the front nose that's going to be able to do it pretty much. I kind of want a little bit of a little baby, like one tiny little, you know, like, one tiny little wheel here on the backside, just in case we end up smacking the back. But I don't know how I'm gonna get that to work, because this thing comes at an angle. As you can tell, it's very funky to work with. Very frustrating to work with, I think, is maybe the more correct term. But yeah, go ahead and start with these gears retracted, of course. We also got some lights though, didn't we? Recently, we also got some utility. We also got some lights. Yeah, we also got some spotlights. Why don't we go ahead and put some lights on the front of our ship? Why don't we? You know, on the front of our plane, so we can spot whatever we're doing later on. That's actually going backwards, but you know, that's fine. We can get some that are pointing backwards, right? Don't we? You know, I suppose we can get. We need to light up all directions. Yeah. Come on, get that going. Now I need some. No, that's facing forward. Now that was facing forward. These ones, no, okay, I don't have any facing backwards. Good. Okay, so now I need one in the front that is gonna be facing like on this nose cone right here. Yeah, now we're talking. That was facing a little bit. That's pointed a little bit upward. I kind of want to take this and then rotate and translate. I'm gonna take this and then rotate it downward. Just a slight bit. Yeah, just like this. So we have a nice little angle kind of downward for it. Beautiful. Now we're talking. So I really hope that this entire, you know, endeavor works, because this looks like it should work. It should work. Should work. It should work. If I say it enough times, I might convince myself that this should work. This will get us all the way to the Arctic. Double chocolate fuel rocket engines. It counts it as a plane instead of a rocket. All right, launch. We need to rotate actually a little bit. We need to rotate and start going north. rotate like this, and that way you can start pointing. I'm actually going south instead. I'm going upside down. All right, well, we're going south. We're going south. We're going to the South Pole instead. You know, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I suppose that kind of works. We are starting to spin out a little bit of out of control. That is not good. We're starting to point downwards. I don't have much control over this thing. We don't appear to be going anywhere at all. We don't appear to be going anywhere at all. Okay, revert to VAB. Revert to VAB. We need to fix that. we need to fix that. So what do I need? Like more reaction control? Maybe I can just like put more yeah, like some more reaction controls on both sides. Boom, bada bing. There we go. And then now it actually attaches to the front of them. Okay, now it works. I see how it is. So now that we have that, can I maybe let's go ahead and delete that. Delete that. I want some better wings. Maybe it says control surfaces, but you know what? I don't really know how well that's gonna work in terms of like wings, between wings and stabilizers. But you know what? It's there now, and we're just gonna have to work with it. It's there now. Stabilizers, I kind of want them medium side up front on both. Just like that. I actually might need to boost those up front a little bit to get out of the way of that one wing, because when they do detach, they're gonna be a problem. I don't know why those ones are inside each other right now on the other side. Okay, I need to go ahead and do a backwards symmetry. Let's just do that. Let's just call it that, and we'll call that good. And then we can go ahead and put a stabilizer. It's not gonna be fine. We don't need it. We don't need it. We'll launch. I think we'll call it good. We got control surfaces now, right? And we got more reaction controls, so we should be able to control this much better. Speaking of, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh god, oh god. Well, I mean, revert to launch, revert to launch. Well, I don't know about that one necessarily, but that was something else. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch. And let's go north. They have a setting on here specifically for north. Right. So that's revert to launch. Let's get some let's go up. Let's go up first. Maybe the problem is that we just need more altitude. We're pointing down too soon. We just need to keep prograde. We just need to keep center before we try to do anything in terms of like, you know, pointing ourselves towards the right direction. You know, right? So we have a lot of control here. Yep, we need more speed first before we do that. We're kind of getting it. We're kind of getting it. No, north. Just hold north. Just hold north. Just hold north. Just hold north. Okay, just hold north. I mean, hey, he is actually getting north. It's actually getting north. It's sort of. I mean, we're kind of getting there. Not very well. I mean, it is something. It's something. Okay, detach that. We do activate our jet engine, right? So we let's just go north, I suppose. We just gotta hold this altitude and we should be good, yeah? Activate. I don't know why it wasn't activated before. There we go. Cruise, reverse. Yeah, we're in cruise mode. And we're just gonna go forward. We're gonna go forward towards the North Pole. Look, we got some good stabilization right here. We're gonna hold forward. We're holding right on the horizontal. Yeah, we're golden. All right, you know what? Honestly, I am so not worried about this. I am gonna go to the bathroom real quick and leave you guys completely alone to watch my game completely on its own. Just so, hey, just let me know if anything goes wrong while I'm gone. This is so excuse a little bit of the silence. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, get some water real quick, and this is gonna fly perfectly straight, completely north for as long as it wants without me touching it, and everything's gonna be perfectly fine. So be right back. Nothing's gonna happen. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm back. And actually I am a little bit surprised to see that we actually are doing perfectly fine. We're flying by a giant volumetric looking cloud as well. Now isn't that like a beautiful sight? Oh my god. That's just looking beautiful. And it's just holding north. Wow, this is one hell of a sight. Now that is beautiful. Now that is a great almost thumbnail right there. If I can get a good thumbnail. I mean, there's so much on the screen though. I can't use this as a thumbnail, but hey, it's kind of a nice little look. I like it. So we actually are holding perfectly straight north, but honestly, let's take a look here. How far away are we from north? We are we are very far away from north. Okay, so we need to revert to VAB. We need to we need to go much further than that. Okay, that's very far away. North is nowhere nearby at this point. So what if can I put a coupling on the back of this like engine, like decouple from that? No, it does not look like it. So I mean, do we just need more stabilization? Maybe it's just unstable because we've got these wings that are like weirdly double sides that are going on here. So maybe if I just do a double stabilizer, it's still doing that weird thing on the other one. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and just we'll do the symmetry thing again. We'll just do symmetry on both sides though, and try to keep it lined up as much as possible. I'm gonna try to line this one up with, let's say, like the top of the dome there, like that one. So we go ahead and copy this over to the other side. Get rid of this menu that always likes to pop up in your face. And then now we can symmetry this onto the other side and kind of line that up with the other one as well. They're actually pretty almost spot on. Wow, I actually did a really good job on that. That's really spot on right there. So we can kind of do the same thing here. I wanted to line this up with the very bottom side of the end of the bell nozzle there, or like the side of the casing of the rocket. Kind of watching like the very edge of it. Yeah, there we go. Now that's lined up really good. So now we got some better stabilization there. We got some good like reaction control like stuff going on. And you know, honestly, I could probably even double up on this as well. Why don't we go ahead and where is our electrical? We have electrical. Okay, that's fine. Utility, no. We need command control, no. We need which one? Hang on a second. Hang on. Ground, no. Thermal, no. Coupling, no. Structures, no. Engines, no. Utility stabilizers. Okay, yeah, here it is. Now I know what I'm talking about. So why don't we just like go ahead and just build a crap ton of stabilizers on both of the rockets? Now we have the full control of everything possible to us. Now nothing is gonna be able to get in our way in terms of like stability. So we're gonna go ahead and just activate the engines. I say let's get through like most of our fuel before we start to turn completely north. No, okay, we need it. Stay stable. Okay, let's get a little bit of a curve, I suppose, here going on. Get a little bit of a arc going. Just kind of keep a 45. There we go. Now I can kind of maybe let's say let's hold north. Now we're talking. Look at this. Now look at that beautiful kind of. Now that is what a sight right there. Honestly, I almost maybe kind of feel like we would have been better if we got up into orbit, but oh, look at that. Now that is beautiful. Now, what a separation as those rockets go off. Now, each of those themselves could basically be a cruise missile in of itself. But activate the jet engine, and there we go, flying off. All the rockets go ahead and just kind of you know, float their way on down. Keep them completely stabilized, may I add, because they do have the stabilizers with them. So they're going to keep completely straight and flat all the way through. Ah, that was a sexy separation. Now look at this. Now we are a normal jet plane. How far did we get? We did not get very we did not get very far. Okay, revert to fab. But you know what? I think that's fine because we have a, maybe there could be a double how are we gonna get to, how are we gonna get to polar orbit? I'm like, you know, maybe we could just, you know, bring more science along with us. Maybe like the whole purpose that we just, you know, maybe just go from biome to biome with the plane, which is kind of nice. Get more science, kind of amp our way up, which could be fun. You know, hey, if you guys want to see maybe a small series on that, visiting all the different biomes with the plane, I think that'd be kind of fun. You know, just go ahead and, you know, leave a comment down below if you'd like to see that, or, you know, like leave a like on the video and all that fun stuff. We do need a science junior so we can bring a little bit along with us. Got some more air intake. But we need to get up into orbit though. We need to actually get into orbit. So if we want to achieve that, I'm not entirely certain how I want to do that. What if can I just put on more engines? I mean, the answer sometimes is just more engines, you know, and who am I to deny the people what they want? And if oh God, I didn't mean to delete that. So if I don't have a money constriction mode, why does it keep on accidentally selling these? Stop selling these. I'm trying to build these. Put it on the, it's building it. Why are you selling it? Stop selling it. What are you doing? The game is being funky right now. I don't know what it's doing. Go ahead and take this, right? So build that. And then can I put this on the bottom of this rocket? Why are you not letting me? No, see, it just sells it and then puts it over here for some reason. I gotta say, the game does still have its, it's still a little buggy overall in general of what it has to offer, because like there are a lot of bugs even that you guys haven't even seen a little bit. I've cut out a little bit at this point, I'm sure, but like there are a number of bugs that are just, persistent in terms of just like what just happened there. Like it seems like deleting itself and like reappearing somewhere else. It's a little odd with that, you know, but we do get some issues like that. And so the game itself is, you know, it's mostly polished now, but it does still have a number of things that it definitely needs to work through that are really kind of stopping it from really getting that, you know, that AAA title of like, you know, being a real good game, because it just sometimes there's just not enough polish in it just yet, you know. But it is getting there. It is making progress, and I'm glad to see that the development team really does love this game, that it is getting the levels of support that it really deserves, that it's not just being, you know, forgotten behind clotheslines, you know, before, you know, release it, get the money, and, you know, leave, which some games really appear to just really try to do. But get rid of the decoupler on the very bottom. Actually, still have that down there. Come on, and highlight it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So is more engines gonna be the answer? Is the answer to male depression just more rocket engines? I am missing a fin, I just realized, on the bottom of both of the rockets, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's just go straight up. Just straight up. Don't even want to let's just go ahead and now start to tilt a little bit. Start to tilt, or, you know, start to turn. And then now that we have that, now let's start to tilt. We need to hold a 45. Go to the left, go to the left, go to the left. We want to hold a 45 to get into orbit. I mean, we still are going to be getting into orbit a little bit regardless, but if we hold a 45 towards north, we're going to be holding towards that direction much better. Get a good, nice arc all the way up into space. Keep on going up, keep on going up, keep on going up. Ooh, you know, we might honestly get into orbit. We might just be a little bit short to 73,000. Not bad. Let's go ahead and detach. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Oh God. Oh God. It hurt. It hurt a little bit, but not bad. Not bad. So let's go program. We didn't quite get into space. We were into space, but then it seems to have dragged us around a little bit enough to take down our app blasters to 64,000. But let's run the environmental survey. May as well. It looks like we didn't really get any signs from that, but we'll go ahead and run a crew observation thing. Beautiful. You know what? Hey, that's not too bad. I think, how far did we get? You know what? That's a lot further. That is a lot further than I anticipated, right? So you know what? We may not be getting to the Arctic in this episode, but hey, that just means for next episode, you better subscribe and like and all that fun stuff, because you know what? I'm gonna be getting to the Arctic in the next episode. I want to keep on continuing along this science project. You know, it is lasting a lot longer than I anticipated, but you know, it is it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I hope you guys are having fun along with it too. You know, I guess the views and all the analytics and stuff will really answer the question for me whether or not if you guys are. But yeah, you know, we do also have the competition week coming up, so I'm going to be kind of doing Kerbal Space Program content in between, you know, before when that happens next week. So so yeah, you know, look forward to that, to the winner of the competition week, which it should be ending on Saturday. At the end of Saturday, I will have the answer, because that'll basically be the end of when Isaac Repentance was released in terms of being able to tally it. It's you know, views up. So yeah, that's gonna work out for us. And yeah, honestly, I look forward to when that happens. And why are we back to the regular like retrograde north side stuff like this? I want to stop holding trying to hold prograde. I want to go back to the north stuff. How do I get back to the north stuff now? I want to hold north. I want to hold north. What? I want to hold north. Come on, come on. You know, I am actively changing my trajectory by kind of holding up like this. Kind of, yep, bank my angle off to the side, bank my angle all the way here, kind of bring my direction back up north, facing forward. I want to see exactly how far we get. We are dropping down into the atmosphere now. We are starting to actually get a little bit of air intake, a little bit of thrust. Come on, come on. The jet engine should be activating here soon, right? Are you on? Are you on? Hang on. It should be turning on. There it goes. Now I can hear it. Now I hear it. There it is. It took you long enough. You know, geez. Okay, now point north. There we go. Beautiful sunrise, sunset, almost off into the sun, off to the horizontal there, horizon. I know it's gonna keep on trying to hold the horizon of north, but I don't think it can do it right now because it's so high up in the altitude. The air is not thick enough, so it's kind of like pointed nose down a little bit at the moment. So I guess we'll see what it does. I'm just gonna let the auto thing do whatever it wants. I'm gonna let it do whatever it wants, and whatever happens is gonna be the solution. So my God, look at that. That is just such a shot, though. That's such a shot, though. I do want to make one of these at least a part of, you know, my my thumbnail, because that is just looking amazing. Also, is the jet engine gonna turn on anytime soon? Why hello? Yeah, what's going on here? What's going on here? Is the jet engine on? Are we too high up, or what's going on? Do we need speed? Do we need a little bit more speed? what's happening? I can't quite tell. I think it's on. We are going down in fuel. I'm getting air intake. Is there an issue? I'm not really sure what's going on, but it seemed to be like almost kind of stalling out. I'm like going completely sideways instead of going north. Huh. Weird. Okay, so where is my prograde is like over here for some reason. There we go. Okay, so that's there. I'm just gonna say up. Yeah, just hold up. Oh no, it's trying to point up. Never mind. go back to prograde. Where's prograde? Okay, where are we right now? We need to get rid of that. Let's just hold that for stability. Get a little bit of air intake. Get some speed. It almost seems like I'm moving backwards right now. What direction are we moving? Where are we going? Okay. It almost feels like I'm being like moved around through the air of some sort. Like I'm just being floated around in the opposite directions of where I need to be going. It seems like, is the jet engine on? Are you on? I think you're on. I'm not quite sure what is going on. I think it is on. Am I not getting enough air intake? Does the air intake like... I don't think I can get air intake because the Science Junior is actually in the way. So this may just be resulting in our death is what I'm understanding. So because I put that Science Junior here, yeah, so because I put that Science Junior there, it's actually blocking the airflow from getting to the engine. So it's yeah, that's a problem. that's a problem. It's the issue. That's the problem. So I seem to be moving backwards instead of forward with these wings. I'm not entirely certain why. Oh, I keep them moving. I'm trying to glide this in. It keeps moving me backwards from the opposite direction that I'm pointing, and now I'm going backwards towards this way. It's moving me now. Okay, I need it. Okay, go prograde. Why do you keep moving me backwards? Stop moving me backwards. It keeps trying to twist me away from the direction of where my wings are. That's it's twisting me all around. Okay, fine. Let's point this way. Point up. Wing. Oh, the wheels saved me. My nose fell off, but I'm alive. I am alive. Hang on a second. Where are my lights? I never turned on my lights. There's my lights. We are alive. And guess what? Did the Science Junior survive? The Science Junior did not survive, but I can still do like a crew observation while I'm here, can't I? Run crew observation. Yeah, why not? It kind of works. Go outside. Something must be run by the Kerbal on EVA. Okay, I can't get an EVA. My cockpit is blocked because I'm upside down. Well, you know what? Hey, DigiDs, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. We did not get to the Arctic, unfortunately, but hey, keep an eye out for next episode because I'm going to be doing that next episode. I'm experimenting a little bit, you know, on the channel with a little bit more longer form content. It seems to be actually doing pretty well on the channel so far. So, that's kind of cool. So I'm experimenting with a little bit with more long form content. And, yeah, I look forward to watching and see how you guys interact with the channel, see how you guys interact with everything that's been going on. And I appreciate everything you have. I'm a small channel, so I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. I still do not know how to do any of these outros, but if there is one thing that I can always guarantee you, DigiDs, is that I will be able to see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but thank you and bye-bye.